Ever notice that just before you're about to make a big payout, something happens? You break your rules, you overtrade, you make a dumb mistake. It's not bad luck, it's self-sabotage. And if you don't fix it, every dollar you make as a trader, you'll give straight back to the market. In this video, I'll show you why this happens and exactly how to stop it. A few years into my trading journey, I was on the verge of something big. I had just started trading a new trading strategy and I was trading well. But every single time I got close to a big payout, I would find a way to ruin it. I couldn't understand why. So I spoke to my performance coach at the time, who was a very, very successful trader. And in one video call, she gave me an insight that completely changed my trading. From that moment on, I never self-sabotaged again. In today's video, I'm going to share with you exactly what she shared with me on that video call and how you can use it to break free from self-sabotage forever. Now, I want you to comment below this video the biggest trading psychology challenge you're facing right now. I want to offer you some guidance. Okay, so a few years into my journey, this is where I was at. I was on the verge of something big. I had a trading strategy that worked and I could feel it. I was so close to consistent profitability. I was so close to payouts and scaling up. But every time I got close to that, I would find a way to have FOMO, and I would find a way to revenge trade and overtrade and over risk. And I would find a way to give profits back to the market. It wasn't until that video call that I learned something that I'm going to share with you in this video that helped me break through to consistency and stop self-sabotaging so that I could get payouts, I could continue to scale up, and I could consistently make money from the markets. I see it over and over. Traders who have good strategies, but they never learn to stop self-sabotaging, and they end up making absolutely nothing as a trader because they're stuck in an endless cycle, a vicious cycle that keeps them inconsistent and it keeps them unprofitable. So what is it we discussed on this video call? We went through a certain process to understand what was actually happening. I was a trader that had a profitable trading strategy. I was doing well, but there came certain points when I would self-sabotage and give all this profit back. I would find a way to have FOMO, overtrade, revenge trade, over risk. And there's a 4-step process or a 4-step understanding that you need to be aware of if you want to remove self-sabotage from your trading. The first thing that happens in the mind is a certain trigger. And this certain trigger may be making a certain amount of profit. This trigger may be a certain environment you put yourself in. It may be a certain sound or maybe a certain smell. There's some sort of a trigger that puts you into a certain state. So the trigger for me, and I remember this very, very vividly, was when I saw a certain dollar amount in my trading account, in my brokerage account. And when I saw that figure in my mind, that was a trigger that put me into a certain state. So what happens, the first step of self-sabotage is that trigger. And then I got put into a certain state, a certain feeling. There was a certain mental state that I was now put into. And these unwanted self-sabotaging, destructive behaviors, having FOMO, revenge trading, over trading, over risking, what they were simply coping mechanisms for this mental state that I was now in. Now, this trader, this performance coach I was working with was someone I heavily respected. And I actually went to them saying that I think I have self-sabotage. And the one thing they said to me was, there's no such thing as self-sabotage. And what she explained was that rather we have what are called unconscious motives or coping mechanisms for certain states we're in. Now, we may not be aware why we're doing these actions and hence why we call them self-sabotage, but those self-sabotaging behaviors and destructive behaviors are there for a very particular reason. I came to learn that those behaviors I was doing were coping mechanisms for the certain state I was in because I was triggered in a certain way. And what tends to happen after you're triggered into a certain state and you have these unwanted behaviors as coping mechanisms is that you then have self-judgment. You then beat yourself up. You have shame and guilt around that. And you beat yourself up for falling prey to FOMO and for revenge trading and over trading and over risking. And guess what happens when you do that? The cycle repeats. The reason the cycle repeats is because you never understand the motive behind your actions. You never understand why you're doing those actions in the first place as coping mechanisms and why they're actually there and why you're actually doing them. And because you don't have this understanding of state and coping mechanism, you just go back and you repeat the behavior. You go trigger yourself again. You put your mindset into a certain state. You then have these behaviors again as a coping mechanism of being in this state. And then because you don't understand why they're there in the first place, you then beat yourself up again and you go through the cycle. And most traders never break out of this cycle. Most traders continue to self-sabotage for their full trading career and they never end up with any money. Now traders, if this concept has blown your mind, make sure you like this video. It tells YouTube that it's valuable content. And make sure you subscribe and turn the notification bell on so you stay up to date with all my content. Now, what's the solution to self-sabotage? How do you transform yourself from an unprofitable self-sabotaging trader into a profitable trader that can consistently get payouts from the market? Well, let me show you exactly what I did. Firstly, what you have to do as a trader is you have to document your triggers. You have to have, just as you have a trading journal, you need to have a journal on your own personal behavior and your emotions. And you want to journal every single trading day your emotional triggers. What triggered you that trading day? What threw you emotionally either into a depressive state or into a elating state? You want to identify what are the specific triggers that put you on tilt and make you emotional. For example, one of the triggers may be boredom. You may just feel absolutely bored. I know I've worked with a client recently who was a very high performer, someone who was very, very successful in their day-to-day life. And when they felt like they were just sitting at their charts with no opportunities for that trading day, they felt bored. That was a trigger for them to then go off and overtrade and over risk and do all those types of things. For example, for me, the trigger was when I saw my brokerage go over a certain dollar amount. For other traders, a trigger may be an argument in a relationship. It may be trying to escape from an unfulfilling job. You may come home from a job that you absolutely hate, and you now are triggered as a trader to overtrade and over risk as a way to try and get away from that job and to find a path to escape that job. So you want to be documenting your triggers, you want to be documenting your emotions day to day, because those are incredibly important. Having an awareness of what your triggers are is the first step. Secondly, you then want to go in there and identify what are the benefits that I get from these so-called destructive behaviors. These behaviors of FOMO, revenge trading, overtrading. What are the benefits, the unconscious motives, the unconscious benefits I actually get from them? For me, the unconscious benefits I got was that when I did those things, I didn't have to deal with the discomfort of trading those larger amounts, going over that dollar amount in my brokerage. And by having those just so-called destructive behaviors, it put me back into a state and an environment that I was comfortable in. So I didn't have to deal with the anxiety of trading those larger amounts. So I had a real unconscious motive, a coping mechanism to put me back to where I felt comfortable. So as a trader, you need to go in there and ask, all right, these self-sabotaging destructive behaviors, how do they serve me? How are they working as a coping mechanism for the certain state or environment that I've been triggered into? And when you have that awareness of your actions, you no longer judge them, but you see them for what they are and the reason they're there and how they're serving you as a trader. And when you have that awareness, you have so much more power over those actions, and you can realize that I can now put alternative actions and strategies in place to ensure that my benefits are still being met without doing that self-destructive, self-sabotaging behavior. And that's exactly what I did. I went in there and found alternative ways to make myself feel comfortable trading larger amounts and to alleviate that anxiety so that I didn't have to do those destructive, self-sabotaging behaviors. I had other strategies in place and I could continue to scale my trading. And then as a result, when you're aware of your triggers, when you're aware of the unconscious benefits and coping mechanisms, you can then refine your trading plan and your trading processes to build an environment for yourself as a trader that's going to help you scale. Because now you have an awareness of what your triggers are, you have an awareness of your coping mechanisms, you now have more awareness of what you actually need as a trader to build a system and an environment that's conducive with your success. So you want to go in there and refine your processes. This is the 3-step process to transforming yourself, to removing self-sabotage from your trading, and these so-called destructive behaviors from your trading. Now, if you found this useful, you're going to absolutely love the free Bulletproof Your Trading Mindset 2.0 course. What I teach in there on trading psychology will blow your mind, and that tool is going to help you scale up to 100,000 plus in funding without these negative trading emotions. So if you want to learn more from me and you want to get more insights, make sure you download that free course. First link in the description or first link in the first comment. But I'm glad you stuck around to the end of this video. What I want you to do before you click out this channel is watch the video that's just popped up on your screen. That is going to offer you more insights to help you progress your trading.